All right, well, welcome, guys. Welcome to Team Freestyle, New Zealand Kiwi style. It is Tuesday, the 5th of December, 2017. Tonight, what I wanted to do is I'm going to run through the customer system, which is how do you convert someone who is interested in the program, the product, getting healthy. That's what people are really interested in. How do you take that interest and then potentially turn them into a customer? I'm going to walk you guys through the system that you guys will find in Team Freestyle. You guys can find a video even in the pin post of Team Freestyle. If you go to the pin post of Team Freestyle, you'll see the system that works, and you'll see a couple of videos there about kind of how to take that interest and turn them into a customer. And then the second video is how to deal with some objections. I might get time to do some objection stuff at the end tonight, at the end of this, and you guys can bring them up. So if there's some objections that have been coming up when it comes to customers, when you've kind of got someone who's interested, then put it in the chat and I'll do my very best to do that. And if you're watching the recording, well, this is why you got to get on the live, because then you can ask these questions, right? This is what's really important, to get on the lives, because then we can answer the questions that come up for you, the challenges that you have coming up for you. So let's start this. That pen doesn't work. Let's make sure we have a pen that works. That one kind of does. This one's a bit better. There we go. All right, let's do this. All right, so like I said, last week we walked through how to convert interest in a team member, how to take that interest and hopefully turn them into a team member. Today, we're going to do how to do that with the customer side of things. I think one important thing to understand, guys, and I don't think everyone gets this in the beginning, is that there are distinctly two different reasons why people come to you about this business. People come to you because they're looking for the benefits of the program and the products, and that's health related, right? And then people are going to come to you because they're looking for the benefits the business provides, which is lifestyle, financial, whatever that extra stream of income could be for them, whether it's to get on top of their financial situation, to create an additional stream of income, to get out of struggle, change the way they're doing, how they are earning money, or a long-term residual income strategy. I think there's lots of reasons, but we're going to talk about when you've got someone interested in the program, the product, or someone that's interested in getting healthier. The thing I just want to touch really quickly is that sometimes people say, well, they're interested in both, right? You'll say, oh, I've got someone who's interested in both. My thoughts are, if you've got someone who you feel like is interested in both, or you think they're interested in both, then you probably haven't asked enough questions yet, because you still think, you're kind of assuming rather than knowing. So it's about, engage in a stronger conversation with them about either health or the finance, lifestyle, that sort of thing. And the thing that I'd say to you guys is, where are they in the most pain right now? Are they in most pain from a health perspective, or are they in the most pain more lifestyle and wealth perspective? Now, most people will do anything to make money. Like, that's human nature, unfortunately, and people give up their health to make money. There's no doubt they give up their health to create wealth. So I think if you've got someone that's kind of interested in both, then I would kind of tend to lean more towards the angle of sharing more about the benefits of the business and taking interest in their life around that. Because if they do the business, they're going to take the products anyway. So you're kind of going to get to do that, but I wouldn't deal with the health side more. I'd deal with this. But if you've got someone, maybe you've done a post on Facebook, you've shared your own health journey, you're sharing what you're excited about introducing the product into your life. You might have shared someone's testimonial, you've shared a recipe, you've interacted with someone, over Christmas, you talk to someone that's battling with their health. How do you take that interest, or someone that you can identify that this could really help? How do you help them become a customer? And I want to teach you guys this, because yes, it's going to improve your business, but more importantly is, how can you help people better? How can you really help people get healthier? And, as a personal trainer for many years, I can't tell you how many people thanked me for staying with them when they still weren't sure if that's what they wanted to do. And they were so thankful that, I found a way to help them with their health, even if money was an objection or time was an objection, or they weren't sure they wanted to do this. I was committed that I wanted to help them with their health, and I felt like I could help them with their health. And I think that's one thing about a business. Let me just set this thing up properly so it sits up. All right, so let's do this. So in the beginning, like always, that you create that curiosity, right? You create curiosity. You're looking for someone that wants to get healthier, that wants to, someone that that might want to lose weight, someone that's always dealing with low energy, someone who's got eczema and psoriasis or other, immune disorders or things like that. The first thing is just by creating curiosity, more than anything, you're taking interest in them, right? Taking interest in where they're at with their health. Maybe, one of the challenges I'd give you guys at the end of tonight is think about people that that have been trying to lose weight, people that that have been battling with their health. The first thing is take an interest in them first, right? Get permission to recommend the program. And the best way to do that is check in. Hey, how you going with that? Last time I spoke to you, I know you've been having some challenges with your health. I know you've been trying to lose weight. I know you said that you're really low on energy. How are you going there, first of all? So it's about, first of all, taking interest. Not like, hey, oh my God, I've got something for you. You've got to start taking it, blah, blah, and you don't even know where they're at. I think it's about getting permission first. So it's finding out where they're at. Or on the flip side, you might have someone that has commented. Maybe you've done a post about someone's results, right? I'm just reading the thing. I'll come back to them. So you might have someone that's seen some results that you've posted up, or you've posted about the program and doing that. Now, the first thing you're going to do is, once you create interest, is first and foremost, like I said, take an interest in them first. So the thing is, often people say, hey, what's this program? And you want to go dump. You just want to dump information on them. The thing is, guys, is that people buy on emotions more than anything else, right? People buy on emotion. So you've got to get them emotionally attached to why they'd even consider this. And that's by finding out what are they looking for and what are they dealing with first. So I'm going to say, if someone comments on my post or something like that, I'm just going to say, hey Ben, thanks for taking an interest. Can I ask, from what you've seen so far, what does get your interest? So first of all, I'm going to get confirmation. Is it about the program and the products that they're interested in? You don't want to assume just because, I want to tell you guys a quick story. I did a post about someone's results very early in the piece of doing this business. He commented on it. I saw it as an excuse just to say, hey mate, how's life? What's been going on? And hey, thanks for supporting me. And, if there's anything got your interest, I'd love to know. So he kind of just said, he told me what was going on in his life. And that conversation actually went in the direction of more the business than it did the products. But because he commented on something that I shared around the program and the products, it would have been easy to assume that, well, he must be interested in the program and products. So often I think we want to vomit stuff on people before we get that kind of permission first. So first of all, hey, thanks for your support. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for taking interest. Can I ask, what's got your interest from what you've seen so far? So then they say, what's the product all about? What's the program? Blah, blah, blah. And you say, so one is, you got to recognize their question, which is, hey, I'd love to give you some information around the program. I absolutely love it. So you share very, very quickly a part of your story, and then ask them, can I ask first, what results are you looking to get at the moment? Are you working towards anything with your health? What's up? So take an interest in their health first, and that's this interest part. Because the thing is, guys, when you take an interest in someone, you build rapport, right? It's not just like, I've got this program, I've got this product, and you should buy it. It's like, hey, I'm actually genuinely interested in where you're at first, so I can come from a place of recommending on the basis of what you might be looking for, rather than sell. It doesn't work in today's world. In today's world, guys, people have got to get to know, like, and trust you before they buy from you. That's the world we live in. So build trust. The best way to build trust is take an interest. When you meet someone and they actually ask you about you, you're like, they're kind of cool, right? They're kind of cool. They've actually asked me about me. rather than just tell me about them. So I think this is an important part of learning. Do you know what they're looking for first? Once they get back to you, like, I really want to lose weight, or I've been dealing with this and blah, 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 you say, I'd love to be able to help you. And the next key thing is, once you take an interest, is not sending them information, right? The next thing is that you want to set up a chat, all right? You want to set up a chat. And what I mean by chat is your mouth letting out words, them hearing it, and then their mouth speaking in words. That's what a chat is in my world. Okay, I know a lot of us get caught up in this type of chat, but that's not what I mean by chat. I mean chat like with your mouth and ears, right? So I want to, and I know this is scary for some of you guys, because you're like, oh my goodness, I'm really going to talk to someone. Yes, I'm going to tell you guys, the guys that are converting the very best are creating interest, taking an interest in someone, saying, I might have something, tell me more. And you know what? And then all I would say to direct them to this chat, I say, you know what? It might be easier. To catch you over a chat, there's a great program that goes with this. There's a few options, and I'd love to get to know a little bit more about what you're really looking to achieve. And then I say, when's normally the best time to get you? Is it normally during the day or in the evenings? Okay, that's all I'm saying. Is it normally better to catch you during the day or in the evening? I'm not saying, do you want to have a chat? Can I call you? When you ask a question that has a yes-no answer and they say no, you're almost screwed, right? You're almost like, they said no. I'm like, well, you asked for it. It's either red or black when you go to the casino. In this, you're saying it's either going to be yes or no. Don't ask them a question that's going to give them the opportunity to say no. And if given the opportunity, for most people, if I said, can I call you? You'd go, no, because we don't actually use our phones to ring anymore, right? But the thing is, guys, I honestly think, I know Olivia Charles in the UK. She's never picked up the phone to put through an order ever. It's crazy. But I just think it's just the mentality of that type of world that they live in. But here in Australasia, guys, that I don't know anyone that is rocking our business, that are processing orders after orders without chatting to people, right? It's really important, okay? So take an interest. Once they come back to what their goals are, you don't have to go into too much detail. You're like, I'd love to be able to help you. It might be easy to connect over a chat. There's a great program that goes with it. But to understand where you're at and see if this is a good fit, when might be the best time to catch you? You're normally better during the day or in the evenings. Now, if they don't give you a mobile number, the best thing about Facebook Messenger, which I guess many of you guys are using, is that you can actually call people through Messenger, right? You can click Messenger and you can call them, and it's a really easy function to use. And it works as good as your phone. And if you want to get fancy, you could even video call them through that, right? So I think if you can see them, and especially if you don't know them, a video chat can be really powerful, because you guys get to see me here. We all make a better connection. I can see Steph and Kayleen and Rani. Like, I can see you guys. It's kind of like, this is why we do this rather than just do a call, because you make a deeper connection with someone when you do this, okay? So that's why it's important. If you can get them on a Zoom or get them on Facebook, don't make it hard. If they've never used, I think with customers, you just want to do a Facebook Messenger chat. I think like a video chat can be a whole lot easier. So I'm going to get them on a call. Now, if you're yet to start your first 2 or 3 customers, then this is where I would add in my upline support. Now, how am I going to do this? This is what's different, is I organize when's a good time to call them, right? I organize it. I do not mention this person. Then on the day of the call, I'm going to message and say, hey, Julia, I can't wait to chat with you about your goals today. Looking forward to touching base. I'll chat to you at 10 o'clock. I'm not saying, are you okay for your call today? You're asking for a no. Don't give them an easy out, right? Yes, they're going to be scared. They're going to have reasons why not to get on. Oh, I don't know if I'm up for a call today. And then you give them an easy exit out. Stay with them. It's your job. They're interested. They want to get healthier. It's your obligation to help them get started. They came to you. Unless you're door knocking, then it's your obligation to follow people up properly. Door knocking is uninvited, but most people come to you about it. So it's important to book in the call. Then I'm like confirming it, right? Looking forward to chatting to you, blah, blah, blah. Then when they get back and say, yep, can't wait, looking forward to it, and you're like, awesome, I'll call you through Messenger. And then at the end of that message, I'll say, oh, by the way, I might get Ben on the, I might get one of the guys that introduced me to the program. I might get one of them on the call with us, as they've been a great support, and together I feel like we'll be able to help answer your questions really well. That's all I say. I don't say, do you mind? Is it okay if they do? Again, I'm just saying, let's go. I might get Ben or one of the guys who introduced me to the program that's been a great support, and they know loads more about the program than I do. I might see if I can get one of them on the call with us, as you know, I feel like together we'll be able to support you better. So it's all about them. What's in it for them? Why are you doing that? Right? Then they're good. You get them on the call. Right? If you're doing these calls on your own, then that's okay too. So then it becomes the chat or the call. Right? And it's the same thing. So I don't know why I'm doing a circle, but there are some steps in this call. Notice, guys, I have not sent a link about the product. I've not sent a link around the program. I have not sent the price list. That is like the worst thing you can do, is send the prices, because then you get people focused on the cost and not the value, right? If you make it about the prices in the beginning, then you make it about the cost, not the value. Now, some people are going to ask you, how much is it? Right? How much is the program? How much are the products? All I would say is that options start as little as about $11 per week, but there's lots of affordable options. It comes with an awesome program, but it might be easy to connect over a chat when it might be the right time to do that, and you normally better during the day or in the evening. Same thing, get them on that chat, right? You acknowledge their question. You say there's lots of affordable options, as little as what, $11 or $12 a week if they just did berries, right? And there's a great program that goes with it, but it might be easy to connect over a chat. When's the best time? So again, boom. Don't just get in the habit of answer a question and not ask a question back. If you want to master the conversation, then you must answer a question with a question. A really, really great thing to understand. If you want a conversation to flow, to continue, not like answer the question, they're like, it's crickets. What happened? It's like, because you didn't ask a question. You didn't ask another question to have the conversation flow. So it's important that you respond with a question, right? Answer or acknowledge. You don't have to give them all the answers, but acknowledge, hey, that's a great question, but can I ask, right? It's even just acknowledging, that's a great question, right? So it's a very, very good skill to understand. So the chat, let's talk about the chat. So they get on a call, right? Pick up the call. Then the first thing I'm saying to them is, how are you? What's been going on? Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for taking interest. Really appreciate it. I'm excited to be able to help you with your health goals. Tell me a little bit more about it. Tell me a bit more. I know you said on the response that you wanted to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. So tell me what's going on. And what have you tried? And what have you been doing? And how long have you been wanting to lose that weight for? And it's about spending some time in here. It's really important to spend some time. You know, if they say, I want more energy, tell me what more energy would look like. Where, in what time? So it's about how can you measure these goals, right? So weight loss is easy. That people say, I want to lose weight. Awesome. How much? How much? Right? Spend the time to really find out how much. How much weight would you love to lose? And often people will say, oh, 5 to 10, right? 5 to 10, 10 to 20, right? They're kind of like they'll be stuck in between. And then I'll be like, so can I ask, is 20 the real goal? And they're like, yeah, that'd be amazing. And you're like, awesome. So that'll be fun. So it's about, again, building the vision. You know, the thing is, guys, if you can help someone build the vision of what this can be, then it's always about, how do I make this work for me? This is valuable. I want to invest in this, right? Rather than the cost. You know, can I understand why a woman would spend $5,000 on a handbag, especially when she's already got 10? It's not my job, right? It's not my job. It's because all I see is the cost. But you girls will be like, Adam, you don't understand. It's the value, right? It's how you feel. It's the status. It's all those sort of things. So again, people buy on emotion, not so much logic. And that's why it's important to spend the time of why they want to do this. get them emotionally attached to what they're doing, and then they will become more open to go, you know what, I got to find a way to do this. You know, when's the last time you made a purchase? Maybe you did it today, where you walk out of the store and you have a moment of like, I totally shouldn't have done that. But I could justify, there's lots of justifications why I totally need it, and I'll look amazing and blah, 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 and I'll find a way, right? That's just what we do. So the same with this. It's about helping people. I'm not saying get them involved in here so they regret it later. I'm saying stay with them. They took an interest, help them. I'm going to tell you, they're going to thank you, and it's probably the best investment of their life potentially, because it's their health. Okay, so stay with it. I'm going to come back to these things, okay? So I'm going to talk a little, I'm going to spend some time on their goals. So how much weight would you love to lose? When would you love to achieve it? When was the last time you were that way? Right? Give them a moment to go back to when they felt like that. And what were you, when I talk about weight loss, it's kind of like, so tell me, what were you doing back then that you're not doing anymore? Right? That if you were back at that weight, you'd start doing again. Like, people can visualize themselves doing that stuff. They talk about their energy. What are you missing out on? If you had more energy again, what do you feel like, you'd start doing that you're not doing anidmore? They're like, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. What about your eczema? They talk about their eczema. When was the last time it was all gone? And what would you be wearing if you didn't have to deal with it? Like, they're just like, man, I'd wear this, I'd wear that. Yes, this is awesome. So they become excited about it. So then once I've got them excited and engaged, I might ask them, why is that important to you? Why is losing the weight really important? And then I might ask them again the same question, because what I'll find, guys, is when I ask them once, they'll give me the answer that is kind of the facade answer. It's the first level answer, which is, well, I'll feel better, right? So you talk about weight loss. I'll say, so tell me, you want to lose 20 kilos. So tell me, why is that important to you? Why do you want to lose 20 kilos? And they'll say, well, I'll feel better. And then I'll ask them again, so why is feeling better so important to you? And then often the real answer comes out. Because I feel shit about myself, and I never wear the clothes I want to anymore, and I'm sick of doing this. And this is when people become even more emotional. When I was a personal trainer, I'm certainly not trying to brag to you guys, but when someone came and saw me in the gym, this was a very important process. A very important process, and to help people get emotionally attached to what they want, right? They become like, man, I'm done with this. I want to let go of that emotion, because it's bottled down. They've suppressed it for so long because they've dealt with whatever's going on with their health, and you have the opportunity to help them. So I think this is why it's important to learn this skill. The next thing is, so once you've got them, I'm here to help. I'm excited about this. So let me tell you about the program. So I'm going to start with the program first, not the products. Okay, why I like to start with that is because it's just more add value, here. Let me tell you what we're going to give you for free. So the program's for free, right? So for the program, it has, it's all hosted on Facebook. There's loads of online support. There's hundreds of recipes. There's a cleanse. It's really family friendly. It's amazing. The recipes I love are these, right? So you share what you love a little. You don't have to talk about it for an hour. Just give them a little bit of like that. And then to support the program, and the only costs involved in the program are that you're taking at least one of the Juice Plus products. But me personally, I take all of them. I love them. I see the benefits of taking all. And again, guys, if you're taking all the products, that becomes authentic. It comes from your heart. It's not like, and there's 3 products, but I don't take them all, right? It's kind of like, that's a bit weird. So that's why I think the guys that are rocking it, that are really good, you think, guys, the time that you're investing in one person, you want to get them on all 3 products. You want to make the most. You want to have a high quality customer. The thing is, if you get them on multiple products, then they get better results. There's no doubt. Someone who's taking complete against someone who isn't taking complete, person taking complete is going to get better results. There's no doubt about it. They just get more good nutrition into their diet every day. Someone who's taking the omegas and not taking the omegas, the person who's taking the omegas is definitely going to benefit. So it's really important that you're taking all 3 products. So I always say this, I just share my own personal experience. So let's talk about the first product. The first product is literally fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. They've been grown to peak ripeness. They're all the good stuff, non-GMO, pesticide, herbicide free. They're all the things. But for me, the capsules is like me having 2 extra green smoothies or juices every day without the mess, the inconvenience, and fuss. That's what I say every time. Now, I would say to you guys, make it simple like that, right? Since I've been taking it, since I've been taking the capsules, you know, it's just my backup plan. It's easy, it's convenient. There's loads of science. If you're a sciencey person, I love the product. And then I might ask them, you know, can I ask, are you eating 7 to 12 serves of fruit and vegetables every day? Do you feel like that there's definitely a benefit by getting more fruits and vegetables into you every day? It's kind of a stupid question, but it's a great question to ask because it validates why they'd even consider that. The great thing is, if you take the fruit and vegetable capsules with or without the berries, you get a kid's product for free if you want to nominate a kid. So that's the capsules. That's micronutrition. It's cellular health, right? The second product that we have is the complete powder. So the complete powder is macronutrition. This is about carbs, proteins, and fats. It's about helping people sustain their blood sugar levels so their metabolism stays at peak, and therefore they burn fat more effectively. And probably more importantly, this keeps people on track, right? It's when, you know, when you're out and about and you're not going to make a great choice, or you haven't prepared the 5 meals that you're meant to do because you're doing a fat loss program. This is a great way to keep you on track. It's a great thing they're easy, convenient. They come in little singular sachets. For me personally, I just pop them in a shaker. I add water. I don't get too fancy with it, or almond milk. I shake it and I dump it and I'm done. And I'm not reaching for, you know, carby food that I probably shouldn't be eating if I'm trying to stay lean, right? And then I'll ask them a simple question. For me, I like to do it because I'll say to them, you know, I like to use it when I'm traveling. I like to take one to golf and have one at golf. And then I'll ask them a question. Is there a time of the day where you feel like you fall off the wagon with your eating, where you're not always making the best choices because you don't have food, or the food that's around you isn't the best choice? I'll ask them. And then they'll normally say, you know, if I say what time of the day isn't a great time of the day for you, often they'll say breakfast, or they'll say mid-afternoon, something like that. And then I'll say, awesome. So it sounds like the complete might really work for you also to really keep you on track with your fat loss results. And then the third product we have is an omega. So this is a plant-derived omega. It's not fish oils. It's plant-derived. It's where the fish get their oils. And this is highly important for your joints, your brain health, right? There is lots of science that says that getting a balance of our omegas is highly important for longevity. So I love the omegas. They're awesome, and they're just a great insurance for me each and every day. So there's the 3 products. And then I ask them, what questions do you have? Notice, guys, I haven't said anything about the money yet, right? I haven't said anything about the money, and I think this is really important. I think sometimes that we're the ones with the dirty money stories, right? Oh, we're going to talk about money, right? And so therefore, we get all awkward about the whole money thing, or we feel like, oh, I'm just going to send that in the message, right? And I won't have to deal with that shit, right? I want to encourage you guys, it's only money, and if you get the dirty story away and commit to staying with it, then this thing works. So I'm going to ask them, is there any questions you have so far? What would you like to know more about when it comes to the program or the products? So I give them a chance to ask a question. And they might say, so this or that or blah, blah, blah. And they might ask whatever question. I don't know what questions come up. And then I'm going to say, if they don't ask me about cost, then I'm going to say, so I'll first of all ask them, so can I ask you, do you see that the program and the products together could really help you get the results you're looking for? Right? I'll ask them that question. And they'll say, yeah, this looks really good. Sounds great. And so I'll say, so the only other obvious question is the investment, right? And I'll wait for them to, and they'll say, yes. Awesome. So are you okay that we go over the options, right? I say options, right? People like to talk about options, but they don't like to talk about cost, right? So I just say, so are you okay that we go over the options, right? Teaching you guys some skills here. I hope you guys are writing this down. People love options, right? So let's go over the options. So then I'm just going to start with this. So let's start with the capsules. So to do the capsules, I don't know the Kiwi prices, so I'm sorry that I don't have them in front of me, but I'm going to give it to you guys the way I do it in Australia, right? So to do just the fruit and veg, to do just the fruit and veg, this is how I do it. You don't have to do this, but to do just the fruit and veg, it's $79 a month here in Australia. What is it in the New Zealand? Is it 85 or something? 89?
$89.70.
Yep. Awesome. So it's about $89 to do the fruit and veg, and to add the berry capsules in.
$138.29.
How much are the berries?
$138.29.
How much are the berries on their own?
$50.77.
Awesome. So I'm going to let them know that to add the berry capsules in, it's an extra $12, about $12.50 a week, and to get 8 extra berries into your diet each and every day for an extra $12.50, for me personally, I think it's good value, right? That's how I present it, right? $89 for an extra $12 and a bit more. You're going to get 8 berries into your diet each and every day, right? Easy. No-brainer for me. That's why I take all 3. So they're the capsules. The powder, you can either order 60 or 120, depending if you see yourself using it every day, like most days, then it makes sense that you order 120 to get you through the 4 months. Or if you see yourself using it every other day, then it might make sense to order 60. And then given the options, to order 60, it's this a month. To order the 120, it's that a month, right? And then the omegas. So to do the omegas, again, it's a 4-month supply, and it's $71 a month. Awesome. And then I'm just going to say, so based on the options, what would you like to go with? What do you feel like would suit you best? And then when you say that, they have to be the next to talk. I want to say that again. Once you say, so what options suit you best, right? What products do you see really helping you get great results? So, and then once you say that, you cover your mouth if they can't see you, and they have to be the next person to talk. What will happen, guys, is that once you talk about the money and then you present it to them, and there's this moment of silence, all your fears of being pushy will creep in. Like, oh no, they think I'm being pushy, right? Your fears jump in, like they're being silent. Oh my God, they can't afford it. No, they didn't say that. They're probably thinking about, wonder what card I'm going to put it on. Am I going to put it on the MasterCard or the Visa card? But because they had a moment of silence, you're like, oh no, they can't afford it. Uh-oh, they're not going to do this. Just let them speak next, right? Let them speak next. And I promise you guys, if you do that. Now, one of the things, I know Laurie and Cameron's really great at this. He was someone who just inspired me. He used to say, look, to do the whole program, it's this. To do the whole program, it's this a month. The clients that get the best results, I find, do the whole program. So work out what the whole program is. Boom, boom, boom. To do the premium, to do the 120 shakes, to do the omegas, this is what it is a month. Now, some of you guys are like, oh my goodness, right? What? Do the whole program? Do it all? Because we might not be able to afford it, so we think that everyone else can't, right? But the thing is, don't put your values, your challenges, whatever's going on with you financially upon someone else. If someone values it enough, guys, they'll find a way to pay for it, right? Like the $5,000 handbag. If someone, even if it's hard to justify, they'll find a way. Remember the last time you bought a pair of heels and you're like, I totally can't afford this right now, but fuck it, I'm doing it anyway, right? Or whatever it was, right? It's the same with this. If you just get out of the way, you take the time to connect, you help them with their goals, you offer the options right from the, like, there's to do the full package. You could do this. If you want to do the next step down, you could just do 60 shakes. You could do that, right? So you like to do the full package, it's this. It means you get the premium capsules, you get the 120 shakes, and you get the omegas, and it's this. I don't know if someone's worked that out for me yet. Or
just over $90 a week.
Say that again?
Just over $92 a week.
Awesome. So the full package, it's $92 a week. Remember, you're getting all 3 products at the full capacity, and you're getting the program about $92 a week. How's that sound? They've got to be the next to talk, right? And then if they say, they're like, I don't know. And you're like, that's okay. Can I ask, what is it that you don't know about? So we're going to get on to objections now, okay? Because I think this is a really important part, is that first of all, when people say, I'm not sure, I need to think about it, then what normally happens is that we want to get caught up with, oh, you're not sure? Oh, that's okay. Well, you know, you think about it and then I'll message you and I'll send you some stuff and we'll go from there. No, you've done too much hard work right now to get off the phone, right? You've worked way too hard for the last 20 minutes to just go blink and not stay with them in that moment. So important, guys, to stay with them and find options and be okay about talking about objections. Because if you really want to help someone, then it's about staying committed and helping them through whatever's holding them back. It might be, can I afford this? Is this the right time? What about my partner? I don't know. What else comes up, guys? Maybe put it in the chat. You know, what are some of the common things that come up? And we might play a game, which is, how do you deal with objections? All right, let's do this. So I'm going to just go through some of these while it is. One objection we get a lot on the weekend was, why not just eat more fruit and vegetable? Well, why not? So my thing is this: when people say, well, why not just eat more fruits and vegetables? I would just use what I call feel, felt, found, which is it. I know exactly how you feel. And to be honest, ultimately, I would be eating 9 to 12 serves of fruit and vegetables every day. But to be honest, I just can't get that much good quality nutrition into me each and every day. And since taking Juice Plus, this is how I feel, right? I'm passionate about health. I eat really well. I honestly didn't know what Juice Plus would do for me, but since I've been taking it, this is how I feel. So it's not about trying to convince them, right? All I'm saying is feel, felt, found. I know exactly how you feel. I actually felt the same way, right? I felt like, you know, what's this product really going to do for me? I literally get fed by the girl from MasterChef. But what I found when I took Juice Plus, I had loads more energy and all my joint inflammation went away. So you just share your own personal story. Or you say, you know, this is what it did for me and this is what it did for my kids or for my husband or, you know, one of my customers. It's amazing. It's great. So I think that's a great way. It's not like you need more. That's convincing. It's like feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I actually felt the same way, or often people feel the same way. But what I found is Juice Plus is not about replacing. It's about bridging the gap to what we should be eating and what we actually are eating. And as much as us would all love to eat 9 to 12 serves of fruit and vegetables at a high quality nutritional density, we're not. Like, let's be honest. Like, who is? So that's how I like to respond to that. Vanessa, my biggest thing is people stop replying. They see your message, then ignore you. Example, I had a chat with someone who was super interested in the products, and they were wanting me to put her order through a week later when she got paid, got her card details, but when I messaged to get her shipping details, she won't reply. Been 3 weeks now. Now, Vanessa, I don't know, does this mean you had a phone conversation with this person? I'm going to try to find Vanessa on the video. Vanessa, did you have a phone conversation with this person?
Yeah, me and Alex had a three-way chat with her, like on Facebook Messenger. So, yeah.
Was that a three-way chat, or actually you spoke to her?
Yeah, we all three of us sort of spoke to each other.
Does that mean verbally spoke, or you're talking about this talking? What do you mean all three?
Verbally. Like you and me right now.
Okay, you spoke. And you spoke, like, you kind of went through, like, from what you've heard me share tonight, is there some layers there that maybe you've, like, or maybe I could have spent a bit more time there or anything like that? Or do you feel like you just totally nailed all that stuff?
Alex did a lot of the talking, and she sort of covered a lot of what you just did.
Awesome.
And because she messaged me a while back about her husband's eczema, so
sure.
Yeah, and then
so let me tell you about this. So the reality is some will, some won't, right? And everyone's an individual case, and there are lots of people out there that are just never going to do it, and you just got to stay with them. If I'm following up someone like that, I will always follow up on the perspective of, hey, babe, I'm not going to follow up and say, you know, hey, Vanessa, just want to reach out and see if you want to place your order today, right? That's the pain part of what we do. right? I'm going to say, hey, Vanessa, hope you've been well. Hope you're having a great week. Hey, babe, still super keen to help you with your health results. Just wanted to check in and see where you're at with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm really talking to them through the language that really touches them, right?
Yeah.
Not, hey, do you want to pay for this shit? Right? So
Yeah.
be careful of, my thing is, and you might be doing a great job at this anyway, but I think it's important to, when you guys are talking to your prospective customers, are you talking to them about the things that they're excited about or the thing that they're not so excited about, which is paying, right? Paying, no one wants to pay, right? People like to fix things up, by the way, right? So we're going to get to that. So let's say it all just went really well. I'm just going to go back to the situation of like getting it done. So people say, yeah, I'll do the full pack. Awesome. And then I'll just say, so are you excited about the idea of getting started today? I can put you in the program, and all I need to do is, if you've got a card handy, we can get that fixed up, right? People like to fix things up, not pay, right? So when you say the word, so how would you like to fix that up? Do you have a MasterCard or a Visa card? Again, it's just a great way to kind of get rid of your, I'm asking them to give me money, right? Because look, let's face it, guys. I lived in a world where I dealt with this all the time, and I still, part of me, don't worry, a part of my soul still has this like, Adam, you're asking them for money. But I have trained myself enough that, Adam, I catch myself in that moment, because we have this belief that taking money from someone, having someone pay for something, is not helping them, right? That's what we think. And because most of you guys, I would say all of you guys are here because you want to help people, you have an association with asking for money is not helping people. It's actually robbing them, which is crazy when you think about it, right? Because we're paying for shit all the time and we expect to pay for stuff, and we're happy to hand out money willy-nilly, but as soon as we ask for money off someone, it's like a bad thing all of a sudden. But if you went to Coles and whatever you call that place, what do you call your Countdown? That's it, Countdown. There you go. It came to me. So you went to Countdown, you had a big couple of bags or trolley. You guys call it a trolley? All right. I didn't know you'd call lots of things. It might be a chili bin on wheels or something. But you have a trolley, you pull up to the service desk and you're like, oh, money. You want me to pay? Oh, can I think about it? Take this shit home and think about it? It's like, no, dude, you got to pay for it. Like, pay up. What? They're not saying, like, they're like, yeah, man, give me your card. Like, there's no, like, how would you like to fix that up today, sir? It's like, where's your card, champ? Give it to me. Let's swipe this thing. They don't even do that. They just flick their machine at you these days and go, you want to tap it or swipe it, right? That's how it works. So I think, be careful of the dirty money stories that you got carrying along in your business, and just fix it up. It's really good. So follow up, talk to them about, hey, I just want to touch base. I know you're really excited about getting those results that you're looking to. We've got some people getting started in the program this week. I thought of you. I'd love to be able to help you get started too. Is that, when's a good time to catch you for a chat? Can I catch you today or tomorrow? I'd love to help you get started. I think also is if you give them, would you rather me touch base early this week or later this week? Then if they're getting paid later in the week, they're like, I'll wait till later in the week, right? Remember, guys, when do people mainly get paid? Thursdays and Fridays. You definitely want to be following up people around Thursday and Friday, or maybe Wednesday, right? Don't follow by Monday, all their money's gone, right? It's like, oh, missed the little 2-day gap that they're millionaires. You want to get them while they're a millionaire before they go spend it at a bar somewhere or on a handbag, which you don't want, right? So, but I have a couple of lines that I fear have not realized what's this in there. Awesome. Well, hopefully they are on here tonight. If people are talking about team and not kind of getting it. So, I posted personal stuff on social media. I had a few people personal message me about their life, depression, eating, blah, blah, blah. I have the line open to contact again. Yeah, I think just following them up. Hey, when's a good hey, you know what? Love to have a chat and just honestly, guys, get them on a call. And, one girl who has totally rocked it here in Australia with customers, I think in the last 4 months, she's got like 70 or 80 customers. I know it's ridiculous. I tell you what, the game changer for her is that she was a little resistant about picking up the phone and just guiding people to a phone call. She just surrendered to it, went for it, and now she converts everyone, and she's got great results. Ronnie talked about lost 7.5 kilos in 6 weeks. People asking me, how can you please help me with giving them an amazing response? Just say, I've been doing an awesome program. It's been amazing. I love it. Just share what you like. I love it. It's been amazing. You know, and then I would just say again, remember, answer a question with a question, which is something like, I love it. It's awesome. What's going on with you? How's your health these days? So it's like getting into that conversation, and then they're going to respond like, well, it's okay, or yeah, it could be better. And they're like, tell me about that. What's going on? And are you doing anything? Are you following any sort of program at the moment? I love mine. It's awesome. It's really achievable. The family love it. So you don't vomit everything on them, but kind of just give them a little bit and then take an interest in them. A little bit, take an interest in them. I've been asked about the sugar content in shakes. How do I answer? Look, there's sugar in it. Don't get me wrong. But I think the thing is, I asked them, do you eat bananas? And they're like, well, do you eat fruit? Because the sugar that's in the complete is no more than half a banana. So if you eat bananas time to time, then the complete is about half a banana. So it's okay. And I think the thing is, what I want to let them know, don't confuse this with a pure protein powder, because it's not, right? It's called complete for a reason. It's a nice balance of carbs, proteins, and fat. So it's a great go-to post-workout, pre-workout, in the morning, in the afternoon. It's probably not, if someone was trying to lose weight, it's low GI for one, okay? But if someone's really committed to losing weight, having one of these just before going to bed probably wouldn't be the thing that I'd say, oh, have one of these and then go to bed. That probably wouldn't be good, because you're going to spike the insulin levels a bit. And the insulin, guys, your insulin is the key, your storage key in your bloodstream. So when your bloodstream is heightened, your body needs to get that the sugar out of the bloodstream. So insulin is spiked, and insulin unlocks the muscles to store the sugar as glycogen. If I'm losing you, don't worry. It's kind of, I haven't spoken about this kind of stuff for a few years either, not being a PT anymore. But so you just don't want to spike insulin levels, and that's why it's important to taper down your carbohydrate levels later on at nighttime. But I would just, simple one, do you eat bananas? Do you eat fruit time to time? Awesome. It's no different to that. It's a natural sugar. It's about half a banana. If you're okay about eating fruit time to time, then you could certainly take the complete, get great results. It's just, you wouldn't use it late at night if you're really committed to, I just want to shred. Have a hubby. Hubby is hubby. Okay, great. This is a good one. So, so the partner, I need to speak to my partner. Okay. So first of all, any objective, right? When an objective comes up, what you're trying to do is you're trying to take that objective, put it up on the shelf, and ask them, is there anything else besides this that's holding you back from getting started? So people might say to me, let me just get my head back into how to, like, the wording around this. So people say, I need to speak to my partner. And I'm like, awesome. I'm glad that you need to speak to your partner, because I know for me personally, I like to talk things over with my partner also. It's really important. Then I'm going to ask them, so can I ask you, besides your partner, besides just getting that tick of approval from your partner and getting the support, is there anything else that's stopping you from doing the program, right? So I'm asking, is there anything else besides your partner? No, there isn't. It's just my partner. If he says yes, I'm in. Great. Awesome. Then I'm going to ask them, so can I ask, what do you think your partner will say about the idea of doing the program? And is he supportive of you getting results? Really good question to ask. Is he supportive of you getting results? Now, some partners aren't, right? He doesn't want me to get too skinny. I'm going to leave him, right? So they might be like, I'm not sure. He kind of likes bigger girls or whatever it is, right? I've definitely heard that. He kind of likes me like this. And I'm like, okay, cool. So you feel like if you went to him and you said you want to do this, he's probably going to say no. Is that what you're saying? Awesome. So I might just say, so they might say, they want to do the full program. How much was the full program again, Ben? $92 a week or something, right? So they say, I want to do the full program. And you're like, so can I ask you, you're going to go home and tell your partner or speak to your partner, and and you propose the idea that you're going to do a program for the next 4 months that's going to be $92 a week, what do you think you'll say to that? And they'll say, you'll think I'm fucking crazy. You're like, awesome. So this isn't going to work then, is it? Right? So what I want to do is why I'm asking that question is because you don't want to set them up for failure. Right? You want to say, so if your partner's not going to be supportive of this, can I help you with how we could, one, present this to him so he might be supportive to it? And can we maybe talk about some options that you feel like he might be supportive of? Right? So you don't just be like, are you doing the full program? Awesome. See you later. You're going to speak to your partner. Great. Let me know when he says yes. And then you're like, no, he's out. Right? So the thing is, so what do you think he's going to say when you say that you're about to do a program and it's going to be 92 a week? Do you think, will he be supportive of that? Is it just about the money? And then she might say, no, he'll be all good. I just need to get his ticket approved. And you're like, awesome. Great. So if you're okay with that, then let's get you sorted. I'll park your order. And if you message me later today, then I'll process your order when you do that. I'll get all your details now. How's that sound? Right? I'm going to propose. How's that sound? They say, well, hang on, I don't know. And you're like, oh, okay, what's up? All right, so I'm just going to find out what's going on, do that. So it's staying committed, guys, staying committed with them. And you've done all the hard work, right? You've done all the hard work. You've taken interest. You're on the call. You're doing this stuff. Stay committed in the moment. It's really important. So I think the partner thing, what do you think your partner might say? They're like, he'll think I'm crazy that I want to do this. Awesome. Do you think he'll still say yes anyway? Because I say yes to my wife all the time and I think she's crazy. So he'll still say, I get what I want, right? Okay, great. That's probably what Kira says. But, you know, some we're like, no, he won't agree to this. Awesome. So can we explore some options, some different options, maybe 2 or 3 options? So if he's not up for this, at least we can present one that he might be up for. And they're like, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Awesome. So let's do that. So then go back to the pricing and say, so maybe rather than do 120 shakes, you could do 60 shakes. So you do premium 60 shakes and omegas. Or if you were to drop one of the products, then which one do you feel like are not as necessary? Do you think it's the capsules? Do you think it's the complete? Or do you think it's the omegas? And let's work out what that package would be. And then you've got 3 kind of options, right? And then you can present, like, can I help you with how we could present this to him so he would be supportive of you doing the program? And they're like, because now you're on her side, right? You're on the like it's us versus him. Now, right? And then it's like, yeah, let's do this, right? So just a bit of fun. You can have some fun with it, but you're kind of like, I'm here to help you. I really, it'd be silly that you couldn't do this because of money. Often people will say, people will say, I just need to think about it. Can I ask, what is it exactly that you feel like you need to think about? And they'll say, and they're like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, and then I'll go back to them and I might say something like, so can I ask you, do you feel like, based on what you know about the program and the product so far, do you feel like it could really help you get the results you're looking for? And they'll say, yeah, awesome. So if it's not that, can I ask, has it got anything to do with the investment? And they might go, yeah, because most of us don't want to admit that we can't afford stuff, right? We're like, oh no, I'm going to say I can't afford it. It's like a swear word. We're like, yeah. So you're like, hey, I want to let you know that not everyone does the full program. So you don't have to do the full program. And there's lots of affordable ways to do this. And then I'm going to ask them this. So if we could find a way to make this affordable, is this something you really would love to do? It's a really important question, guys, because if you get that permission to say, if we could find a way to make this affordable, is this something you would love to do? And they say, yes, I would. You're like, awesome. So are you happy that we explore some different options so we can help you get started today? Notice what I said. I'm going to help you get started by exploring some options to help you get started. Notice the other word, today, right? So we can help you get started today. And then, awesome. So let's go over some options. And then the same thing that I did before, you've started, if you start with the whole package, then, what was $92 a week, and then you scale it down to $60 a week. You're like, wow, that's a whole lot more affordable. I'm saving $30 a week. But you still got someone on 2 products. But some of us start with premium, and then we're like, oh, can we add something? Can we add a little bit on? They're not going to go there, right? Where if you start with the full package, the micronutrition, macronutrition, and those healthy fats, if you can get on all three, I think the people that are on all three get the best results. But if you can't do that, we can scale it down, or we can take one out. What option? So you scale it down. They're like, okay, cool. 2 products is better than 1, right? So if we could find a way to make this affordable, is this something you really want to do? Awesome. And so are you happy to work with me? And so I can help you and see if we can find something that's affordable so you can start to get the results and lose these 20 kilos that you're looking to lose. Right? Go back to their goals. Right? We're going to find a way to make this affordable so you can lose the weight that you've been wanting to lose for way too long. Right? Remind them why they're here. Yeah, look, the thing is, guys, Courtney said people still think it's still expensive when you drop down to fruit and veg. Look, I question how much they value their health, to be honest. Some people are going to think anything. So I might ask them if he's kind of scale down. So I might ask them, so can I ask you, what do you feel like might be an affordable investment to help you get started on your way to the results you're looking for? What would be an affordable investment for you right now? And if they say $10 a week, you're like, you know what? I can't help you. But I could certainly, for an extra, so I might say that they might say, well, $10 a week. And I'm like, look, the good news is for an extra $5 a week, you could certainly get on one of the products. You could do the program and we could get you started for an extra $5 on top of the 10. How's that sound? So again, I propose and then I say, how does that sound? It's a really important thing to do too, because you propose an option and then you say, how does that sound? And then again, they need to be the next to talk. Really powerful. Are we talking about pyramid here? People say it's a pyramid. You know what? When someone says pyramid, let me touch on this. This is not to do with this, because if people say it's a pyramid, I think the best thing you can do, which comes really naturally for me, and I know I say it a lot, but just act dumb. What? A what? Did you say pyramid? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Like, I honestly do that. And people are like, a pyramid. And I'm like in Egypt? What do you mean? Is it an Egyptian company? Is that what you're saying? And they're like, no, And I'm like, no, I don't know. What do you mean? Explain. Like, tell me about it. I'm like, no, I don't. And they'll normally go like, don't worry about it. And that's it, right? It's over. The last thing you want to do is people say, oh, this is a pyramid thing, and you say everything's a pyramid. What you're doing is just opening a box of worms. Like, honestly, you're saying, you're wrong and I know, and like, I'd just be very careful how you respond to that. I think the worst thing you do is pyramids are illegal and this isn't that. I would never ever do. I would never do that. I'll be like, what do you mean by pyramid? Like, tell me more about that. And if someone says, I did this, I think I shared this with you guys at the cricket, about the cricket last week, is that the guy said, is it a pyramid? And I was like, a what? A pyramid? What do you mean? And then he said, a pyramid. And I'm like, no, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? And then his mate next to him said, is it an MLM? And I said, oh, is it an MLM? Yeah, absolutely. What do you know about MLMs? And again, I asked him a question straight away. What do you know about MLMs? And then he said, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I actually used to be exactly the way you were. I was so like, don't ever talk to me about MLM. It's the quickest way to lose your friends. And to be honest, it wasn't until I went and saw this and saw it I saw it in a totally different light. And I said, I knew they told me that they had their own business. And I said, look, I'm entrepreneurial and I can tell you guys are entrepreneurial too. And I'm so glad I had a look, because when I had a proper look and saw how you could do this business in a really elegant way, it's a really smart business model. I love it. And so I just shared that, and I kind of complimented at the same time, because I called them entrepreneurs, and that kind of, like, they'll feed their ego a little. Like, you called me an entrepreneur. I'm awesome. Right? So just careful where you go with this, all right? When you want to respond with the whole, it's not a pyramid, don't start me on the pyramid, they're illegal, they've been illegal since the 70s. Honestly, just you kind of go tit for tat, no, not, blah, blah, blah. You just want to like not even buy into it, okay? Other than that, I hope that helps. I'm excited for how you guys implement this. I'll get this uploaded and put into Team Freestyle as soon as I can. The other thing I want to mention with you guys really quickly is if you haven't noticed in Team Freestyle, which I'm guessing some of you guys have because you've seen Santa Claus visit Team Freestyle over the last couple of days, we're doing a promotion, a re-promote to SDVF. So it means that no matter where you're at the business, if you're not an SDVF, you are an SDVF, or your SC or whatever, if you get 4,000 points in your business from new customers and new teams, new customers, right? If you have a team member start in December, once you have accumulated 4,000 points, now you guys have actually got an advantage against the Aussies, right? Because you guys get more for your orders. So once you accumulate 4,000 promotional volume, I'm going to give you guys a $100 gift voucher. $100 gift voucher for Christmas. If you do it twice, if you accumulate 8,000 points and get 2 team members, I'm going to give you $200. And the other bonus is the first person in Team Freestyle that gets the promotion to fast track to SDVF. I'm going to double it up. I'm going to give that first person a $200 gift voucher, right? I'm going to make it a $200 gift voucher. And I'm going to also tell you guys that those that do re-promote to SDVF in the 25 days leading into Christmas, I'm gonna add an extra bonus. I'm not going to put it out there yet, but I can tell you, you might be spending a little bit more time with me in the month of January. Okay, so if that's something that excites you, you really want to get into action, I'd love to spend some more time with our go-getters and really help you guys. So we have got 20 days left till Christmas. Who would have thought? It's crazy. So go for it. Make the next 20 days magical. Go for it. Professionals keep their doors open, guys, over the December period. Have a nice break over Christmas and New Year's and do that sort of thing, but stay focused as you're coming in. It's easy to get distracted this time of the year. This business is certainly about momentum. Lots of you guys have got huge momentum going on in your business, especially off the back of the 90-day game plan. Stay focused on what you want and go for it. And there's some great incentives as well to really go for it. So peace out. See you guys.
Thanks, Adam.
Out.
Thanks.